It's March 12th. We just had another snowstorm followed by pretty darn cold temperatures. It was, I think, 6 degrees this morning. I'm gonna spread a little clover seed down here in this small interior plot, and I'm gonna just take an hour or so and just walk around some of these bedding areas to see if I can find a shed. My son and his girlfriend and a buddy were out here last weekend and did some shed hunting, and according to them, they didn't have proper footwear, so they didn't get into the real thick stuff. But they came out with 5 sheds. 2 were a match set, and I also found that deadhead the day before they came. So I'm certain there's some more sheds here to be found. The ones they found were all just real clean. Well, one of them had a couple extra points on the base, but they were just real clean 4-point sides, probably 2-3-year-old deer. But there's some other bucks with a little more character that I'd like to find their sheds. So we're gonna put out this clover seed real quick and then take a little walk around. March 12th, still feeding deer. Out here digging up these turnips and radishes. There's rye just under the surface of the snow too, and those standing beans, which there's no beans left, they've been picked through, but it looks pretty barren out here, but there's actually quite a bit for the deer. And March 12th, we're still getting snow, ice, and almost sub-zero temperatures, so it's a good thing. I mentioned that this is probably 2 acres, probably close to 3 if you count what goes on up around the pond, but it'd been cut for hay the previous several years before, and I've just been letting it grow up. Haven't done much to it. I tried to plant a few trees out here in it, but the deer just won't leave them alone. So unless I cage them, planting maples and stuff out here isn't gonna work, unless I just throw out thousands of seeds, which I may do. But anyway, it's a little disappointing that some of this fescue just gets matted down and it's not brushing in like I hoped it would be. There's patchy parts, like there's a patch of blackberry, and there's some other sort of honeysuckle and different patches of stuff. I mean, it's starting to come in, but one of the high points of just letting this grow up are all these little persimmon trees. And in this particular spot, there's probably 100 of them. And I know I'll probably have to thin it out to a certain extent. But they're just everywhere. And the farm has a lot of persimmons to begin with, so I'm sure this is an area of deer planting the seeds with droppings here, or birds, or whatever. But it's pretty cool. I don't think I'll have fruit this year, but probably next year for sure. The ones that are going to have fruit will show that. So anyway, pretty cool thing, all these little persimmon trees that have come up, which is also down this little path, and right there, it's about 100 yards. I actually planted an orchard of pears, apples, chestnuts. So, you give this area a few more years and it's just going to be going to be amazing.